I was raised in a Christian household, like a lot of people that come to church. And, my relationship was great with God. But then I started to notice that, it was kind of like night and day. One day I felt God, I saw God everywhere, and then the next day it was like he was completely gone. And then I sort of went into a spiral rabbit hole of a couple years where I was just pretty miserable and depressed and all that. For whatever reason, I still felt I needed to go to youth group, which not ideally, but theoretically would have been the last place that I would want to go. Just because you're learning about Jesus, you're being around a Christian group, and here I am, I'm loathing going to it, but I just know somewhere in my heart that there was something that was telling me I had to be there. And then Pastor Tim was he was preaching about all of the sort of scientific proof or medical terms and diagnosis for what Jesus would have gone through on the cross. I think I was meant to be there and hear that message because that was God meeting me in a very personal way, just by how Pastor Tim was talking about the crucifixion of Jesus. And when you have to apply it to your own life, there actually is some truth in the Bible and in the foundations of Christianity that can apply to just my life, going to high school. So that I was just kind of in awe by that, and that made me realize that God meets us where we are, and he wants a very personal and intimate and unique relationship with each person, and it's not going to look the same for each person. The way that he showed up for me is not going to look the same for you because we're different, and he knows what he needs. He knows that I'm a critical thinker. I like to understand these different things, so this is how he showed up, where for you it might be something else because that's just how our brains work. You feel new, right? That's what Jesus does for us, is he makes us new. But so this veil is removed, and I realize that my entire relationship with with Jesus was a really, really selfish one. It all revolved around me, how I felt, my feelings towards it. So yeah, that's where I'm at now, and now I just want to with everything that I do, I want to further the kingdom and bring God glory with and use the gifts that he's given me in that critical thinking, that kind of side of me to honor God, because I know that's the person that he's made me to be, so I can use that to show people the love of Jesus and bring them to church and tell them about this relationship that I have with my Creator. So crazy.